Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds. All for the Tuff-N-Uff Middleweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 3 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of Riot Boys Fight Team, Vero Beach, Florida. Riot Boy JP Jerrod Barry. His opponent stands across the cage in the red corner with a record of 4 wins and 2 losses. Fighting out of Syndicate MMA, Las Vegas, Nevada, Corey Turner. The referee in charge of the action inside the cage is the one and only Chris Tione.
All right, guys, I've been given the rules. I expect you to obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Any questions here? Questions here? Gentlemen, this is a championship fight. Give us a championship effort. Good luck. Here we go.
Ready? Fairly intense stare down. Jerrod Barry now looks ready to sprint out of the corner to the center of the cage to start this middleweight title fight.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Ready, here we go. Fight.
Round number 1. White trunks for Jerrod Barry, black trunks for Corey Turner.
Jerrod with the low kicks. Southpaw stance.
Kick caught in the left hand. Hard outside kick from Perry. The kick just misses. Hands very low from Jerrod Barry thus far.
And his mouthpiece, he keeps on sticking his mouthpiece out of his mouth. I'm not sure if he's uncomfortable wearing one or doesn't fit. That's definitely not where you want to keep it.
Could just be nervous, nervous. Ooh, almost looked like it got stiffened up there, but
yeah.
Keep kick.
He's chewing his mouthpiece.
Time called by Chris Tione. Keep kick was low.
Was it low?
Pick him up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Time in. Fight.
Just a verbal warning to Perry. Pick him up. The words of Chris Tione. Time in. Side kick now.
Yeah, we don't see that often.
That's what I want to see from Turner, is that right head kick.
Well, Perry better get his hands up.
Facing a southpaw
like
with his hands down by his waist.
Gonna be chewing on some shin if he's not careful. Holy cow. You gotta be awful confident in your head movement to be that close and in range to keep your hands at your side.
Knee to the inside.
And Corey's letting him get away with it so far. Corey with the over-under, trying to drive the knees. Little blood on the right cheek of Corey. Not sure what that came from. Maybe a little split. Corey does a nice job at releasing, almost gets JP's back. The deep waist.
It's a cut on the outside of the right eyelid of Corey Turner. Time called again from Chris Tione.
That was a knee. It was definitely a cup check right there. JP is going to be feeling that one for a second. There's a little bit of blood you see on Corey's right eye.
Take your time, bud. Take your time.
Let's take a look about
There's
the low
the knee
blow.
coming right here.
And it's
Boom.
the right knee.
And it's under the cup.
Under the cup.
I'll be back. You take your time, all right?
Even with the cup,
I know it was on.
it's still an excruciating amount of pain for an athlete to feel.
You're driving the cup right up into the taint. Right into the,
and it taint
to the
cool.
nothing. That's not fun.
Jerrod Barry has a full 5 minutes to recover. Firm verbal warning there.
Take your time,
to
buddy.
Tione.
Stay right here if you would, please.
Talking to Corey Turner.
Hey.
Ruling from Tione, unintentional, but even an accumulation of unintentional low blows will cost you a point and possibly a fight.
Absolutely.
Ultimately, you have to be in control of your actions.
It was just bad placement on his part. I warned him, okay?
We just heard from Tione, just bad placement on his part, and Tione confirms the verbal warning.
Let's take a look at the knee again, and
Take
there
your time,
it is.
Man. You got plenty of
I
time.
mean, it goes
Take your
under
time.
the cup, and it deeps. It lifted him off the ground.
4 left.
Probably shouldn't
You
laugh.
got plenty of time, man. You wait until you're 100% ready.
He gets 5 minutes here to recover from the foul.
You still have 3 minutes. You got plenty of time.
Nicely done from Chris Tione. I really respect that with
Up to
referees.
that 5 minutes.
Saying you have the full 5 minutes. It drives me crazy, and I'm a former pro boxing referee. When referees in any combat sport are speeding fighters along, it's their 5 minutes. They can do with it what they want.
I think you notice Turner seeing himself on the big screen and realizing he's got an abrasion on his right eye there, kind of touching it. It's like, oh, hey, what is that?
It may have been the grazing kick in the toenail coming across.
Absolutely. It absolutely could have been.
Just that slight cut outside of the right eyelid, but not into the eyelid, which is obviously the really dangerous cut.
It won't affect his vision. It's not bleeding. It literally really looks more like an abrasion than a cut.
100%?
Boy, is he lucky, too.
Sure. Okay, stay right
2
here, please.
centimeters up, and that's
right
eyeball.
there.
That's the lens.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Time in. Fight.
Here
Time
we go.
in.
Back in action.
Round 1 resumes.
JP with the big haymakers.
Driving
Turner.
through the takedown.
A little over-aggressive is JP, and that happens sometimes when you get fouled. Come back hard, like doggone it.
That takedown would have been even more impressive had the fence not been there. That softened the impact
I was
because
headed
that was
towards the
hard.
fifth row.
You got to use that recoil, though. That recoil of that fence, use that to your advantage to put a guy on the ground.
That was a running takedown.
So they say level change, penetration, drive, 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 drive.
Watch the back of the head.
And drive through the barrier. Don't stop at the barrier.
Turner punching to the body out of half guard. 30 seconds remaining, round number 1 of this middleweight title fight.
Full mount now by Turner.
That was effectively done, stepping over and through. Getting very high now in full mount is Corey Turner.
Trying to clear the headlock, get his head clear as Turner so he can posture up and land some damage here on JP.
This with the left, landed with the right, now lands with that left and looking to take the back in the final seconds of round 1. Too high in the ride.
Turner abandoning position.
Up easy.
That was
Up
an
easy.
interesting choice by Turner right
I thought
there.
he had the choke right there.
Yeah, and he kind of abandoned keeping his back to try and hit him in the head and ended up getting reversed because of it.
We are headed to round number 2.
And another look at that devastating knee to the unders. And here's afterwards, Perry aggressive with the onslaught. He makes the mistake, too much aggression leads to the takedown. And then as the round comes to the end, Perry ends up on top.
Round number 2. To the winner goes Tuff-N-Uff's 185-pound title. Jerrod Perry versus Corey Turner. See the outside kick and the low outside kick from Perry. And right back to the inside with pressure is Turner.
You see the damage on the outside of that thigh on Corey Turner from those outside kicks. Skin is starting to turn red. That will definitely start to affect his mobility at some point.
One hook in now, rolling for the rear naked choke.
Gonna wind up at full mount again.
Perry defending the rear naked choke, turning out of it.
And there it is,
Turner
he's got
into
the arm under.
Chris Tione taking a really close look now. Not fully under though, a lot of pressure on the jawline. Technical submission. Perry's out cold, and Corey Turner is Tuff-N-Uff's new middleweight champion.
That was a one-arm choke out. Never see that, ever.
The strength, Randy, with one arm to hit the technical submission. That was so strong, I'm not sure if it was fully sunk in. It may have been on the jawline, but so much squeeze.
You all right?
Corey Turner, as Randy Couture just said, just one arm,
Just asked him if he was all right.
not even fully sunk, but on the jawline, the squeeze. Jerrod Perry out cold, and the technical submission win for Corey Turner. Corey Turner went to his back in celebration, and he has not gotten up, Randy.
Yeah, I'm a little bewildered. I'm not sure what's going on here with Corey. If he's injured himself in celebration or what's gone on here. He secured the one-arm choke, which I don't think I've ever seen, pulled off and choked him unconscious with it. Didn't just get a submission. He had his carotid artery with one arm, but was strong enough to get the submission. And now he's
They're going to put him in a neck brace. He thinks
Jerrod Perry, who was choked unconscious, is now back on his feet, immediately regaining consciousness. Now Corey Turner up on his feet.
Up on his feet. Not sure what happened there. That's if he got so excited he got lightheaded or what happened.
Falling off of his stool, Randy, and just collapsing.
That was strange.
I actually thought it was part of his celebration.
I did too. He was
up.
throwing himself to the ground out of sheer delight. But
Corey Turner gets the win. Hard fought versus Jerrod Perry, who takes his first defeat. Let's send it back to the cage and back to Justin Bernard.
Presenting the championship belt is the D owner, Derek Stevens. Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute into the second round, your winner by rear naked choke and new Tuff-N-Uff Middleweight Champion, Corey Turner.
Let's go to Joey.
Corey Turner, congratulations on your submission victory. You are the Tuff-N-Uff Middleweight Champion. How satisfying is this moment for you?
Pretty satisfying, man. I gotta thank everybody who's part of my journey. I gotta thank my two biggest cheerleaders in here with me. Yesterday was my daughter's 12th birthday, and I told her I'd bring her something shiny for her birthday.
You definitely don't want to let your daughter down on her birthday.
Not at all, man. She'll kick my butt when we get home.
The fight started off as a back and forth battle on the feet, but it seemed like at the end of that first round, you realized that you were superior on the ground. Did you know coming in this fight that you would have the advantage in the grappling department?
I did, you know. My last two fights, I won with submission. I won two jiu-jitsu tournaments before that, and I've been working my ground game solid since the first time I fought Jerrod. He caught me with the rear naked. And I was like, after that, nope, no more. I'll never lose by submission, and I haven't since.
In that second round, once you took us back, you're working the choke. You realize he goes unconscious. What's going through your mind when the referee pulls you off of him?
Ching, ching, baby. Baby, I got you a belt. That's what I was thinking.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, and happy birthday to you.
I want to thank everybody at Syndicate MMA who came out to support me. I want to thank my family and friends. I got a whole squad over here. I love you guys, and I do this for y'all. I do this for my daughter. I do this for my girl. I do it for everybody that's a part of my life. I want to make everybody proud, man. I love you guys.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Randy, two very powerful middleweights. There's the power guillotine in MMA, and now I think Corey Turner's patented the power one-arm neck crank rear naked choke.
What are we going to call that? A can? I don't even know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the silent auction is now
nice
closed.
driving double
We'll be
leg.
reading off the winners
That Corey
in the
Turner.
next break. You can claim your winnings at the auction
Almost has his
tables
back.
after the event ends.
And then the finish
Very
via the
interesting.
technical submission on the one-arm rear naked choke.
There it is. It doesn't even look like he has his hands locked. I can't see that his hands are locked, but he secures the choke.
And
Nice
Corey
job by
Turner
Corey
with
Turner.
that win secures Tuff-N-Uff's middleweight title.